On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Genie.
In Islamic mythology, a supernatural spirit that is usually depicted as being bound to serve a human master and possessing magical powers, a creature or a force that can grant wishes or fulfill desires.
Examples:
Genie bottle, genie lamp. No one believed in the genie's existence until he appeared in front of them.
Wisdom.
The quality of being wise, or the ability to use your knowledge and experience to make sensible decisions.
Examples:
A fountain of wisdom. Wisdom literature. The community greatly respected and sought after the older adult's wisdom.
Screw.
To turn something, such as a bolt, with a driver or wrench to tighten or loosen it. Noun, a cylindrical rod with a helical ridge used to fasten things together.
Examples:
Screw the cap. A female screw. He had to screw the loose knob back onto the cabinet door.
Pageant.
A public spectacle or display, often involving colorful costumes, music, and elaborate sets. A contest in which people participate, often involving a parade, talent show, or beauty competition.
Examples:
Pageant queen. National pageant. The beauty pageant contestants all looked stunning in their gowns.
.com.
A company or business that primarily operates on the internet or has a web-based presence, particularly during the late 1990s and early 2000s when the internet was a new and rapidly growing industry.
Examples:
Successful.com. .com millionaire. The dot-com boom of the late 1990s changed the landscape of the tech industry forever.
Executive.
A person or group of people with top-level management responsibility in a business or other organization, the branch that is responsible for implementing, administering, and enforcing laws, as well as running the day-to-day operations.
Examples:
Executive editor at the publishing house. Executive vice president. As the executive director of the nonprofit, it's her responsibility to make sure they're meeting their mission goals.
Military.
Relating to or characteristic of members of the armed forces, of or relating to war or warfare.
Examples:
A military operation. A military leader. The military academy was known for its strict discipline and training.
Exchange.
To give something and receive something else in return, often with the implication that the items being traded are of equal or comparable value. Noun, the act of giving or taking something in return for something else, a place or system where goods or services can be bought, sold, or traded.
Examples:
Exchange rate. Exchange a few friendly words. My sister and I frequently exchange books as we love reading.
Slide.
To move or cause to move smoothly along a surface without interruption.
Examples:
Slide a card across the table. Slide a glance. If necessary, you can slide the front seats forward.
Donna.
An Italian term used as a term of address for a woman, equivalent to madam or ma'am.
Examples:
Donna's friends. Donna's love for her family. The prima donna was dressed in a beautiful gown for the ball.
Statue.
A sculpture of a person or animal, typically made of stone or metal, that is intended to represent the subject in a lifelike or symbolic way.
Examples:
A beautiful statue. The ancient Egyptian statues. The statue of the famous hero stood proudly in the town square.
Liberty.
The state of being free within society from oppressive restrictions imposed by authority on one's way of life, behavior, or political views.
Examples:
Personal liberty. Liberty as a right. The founding fathers fought for the liberty of the American people.
Hop.
To jump lightly and quickly on one foot or both feet, to move rapidly from one place to another, to travel using an aircraft, bus, etc.
Examples:
Hop on one foot. Hop from one place to another. The rabbit hopped over the fence.
Projector.
A device that projects or casts an image onto a surface, often used for presentations, film screenings, or displaying visual content, typically involves using light and lenses to create an enlarged image.
Examples:
Projector screen. Portable projector. The movie theater installed state-of-the-art digital projectors to enhance the movie-going experience.
Cult.
A small religious group, especially one that is not part of a larger religion and that is regarded as outside the norm, followers of an exclusive system of beliefs and practices.
Examples:
Cult members. Cult's practices. The cult leader promised his followers that they would achieve enlightenment if they followed his teachings.
Pun.
A humorous play on words or use of words that sound similar but have different meanings, often for a comedic effect, a form of wordplay.
Examples:
Witty pun. Silly pun. The comedian's pun had the audience laughing out loud.
Intent.
A strong determination or attention to do or achieve something. Adjective, having a strong determination to do or achieve something.
Examples:
The intent of a question. Intent gaze. The designer's intent was to create a minimalist aesthetic for the interior of the building.
Crisis.
A time of great disagreement, confusion, or danger when problems must be resolved or critical decisions must be taken.
Examples:
Financial crisis, crisis management. The Chinese word for crisis comprises two characters, one for danger and the other for opportunity.
Visual.
Relating to seeing or sight.
Examples:
Visual navigation, field of visual arts. The building makes a remarkable visual impact.
Garbage.
Waste material, especially food waste and kitchen refuse.
Examples:
Garbage collection, lump of garbage. The garbage truck will be coming to pick up the trash every Monday morning.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Vaccinate.
To treat with a vaccine, usually by injection, to produce immunity against a disease.
Examples:
Vaccinate against scarlet fever. Vaccinate every year. The nurse vaccinated the children in the school.
Disease.
A disorder or illness that affects the body or mind, often characterized by specific symptoms or abnormal functioning of organs or systems.
Examples:
Disease prevention. Disease control. The doctor diagnosed him with a rare disease that had no known cure.
Incredible.
Unbelievable, extremely large.
Examples:
Incredible amount. At incredible speed. Her response revealed incredible idiocy.
Barely.
Just enough, hardly, with great difficulty or effort.
Examples:
Barely noticeable. Barely finished. I barely made it to the meeting on time, rushing from another appointment across town.
Afford.
To have enough money or time to be able to buy or do something.
Examples:
Afford to buy a new car. Afford a high travel cost. He cannot afford a holiday.
Strength.
The quality or state of being physically, or sometimes mentally, strong.
Examples:
Strength of the economy. Muscular strength. Health and strength are, above all, gold.
Spirit.
The part of a person which is the seat of their mind, feelings, and character rather than their physical body, the general atmosphere of a place or situation, and the effect that it has on people.
Examples:
Spirit and the letter of the law. An indomitable spirit. Despite their tragic loss, the family is showing great spirit.
Humor.
The quality of being amusing or funny, the liquid parts of the body.
Examples:
Sardonic humor. Vitreous humor. My wife seems to be in ill humor.
Wed.
To marry someone.
Examples:
Wed my intended. Wed the rich man. The couple will wed after the 10th anniversary.
Confer.
To have a meeting or discussion, to come to a decision or agreement or exchange ideas, to bestow something.
Examples:
Confer degree. Confer honor. The leaders of the two countries met to confer on the issue.
Population.
The total number of people in a country, region, or location.
Examples:
Population change. Labor population. In just 4 years, the population has doubled.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Excite.
To make someone feel suddenly enthusiastic or eager.
Examples:
Excite the crowd. Excite rebellion. The news of her promotion excited her.
Exhibit.
To show something in public for people to enjoy or to provide them with information.
Examples:
Exhibit a bad attitude. Exhibit a great talent. Other technology industries exhibit similarly explosive growth.
Photograph.
A picture or image that is produced by a camera, a visual representation or record of a person, object, or scene that has been captured electronically or on film.
Examples:
photograph album, photograph memories. I found an old photograph of my grandparents from their wedding day.
Upset.
Causing or marked by anxiety, uneasiness, trouble, or grief. Verb, to make someone anxious, unhappy, or angry.
Examples:
get upset, have an upset stomach. He was awfully upset by the news.
Donkey.
A domesticated mammal related to the horse, similar in appearance, but with longer ears and a shorter mane, a foolish or stupid person.
Examples:
male donkey, donkey ride. The little boy rode the donkey at the county fair.
Frame.
A strong border or structure of the wood, metal, etc. that surrounds something such as a picture, door, or window.
Examples:
a picture frame, the frame of the policy. The detective looked for fingerprints on the window frame.
Depressed.
Sad and without any hope.
Examples:
depressed feeling. The market is depressed. After his mother died, he got depressed.
Lone.
Solitary or single.
Examples:
a lone flight, a lone house in the field. The lone traveler walked along the deserted road.
Intense.
Especially of a feeling, very strong, extremely sharp or severe.
Examples:
intense heat. Develop intense itching. That statement by the Prime Minister drew intense international criticism.
Emotion.
A strong feeling such as love, anger, etc., deriving from one's situation, mood, or relationships with others.
Examples:
control my emotion. Afraid to show emotion. Some emotions are common across cultures and backgrounds.
Argument.
A set of statements or reasons used to support or refute a proposition or theory, a verbal or physical fight or dispute.
Examples:
a blazing argument. The argument against capital punishment. The argument between the two sides over the proposed policy was heated.
Reaction.
A response that reveals a person's feelings or attitude. In chemistry, a process in which one or more substances are changed into others.
Examples:
chemical reaction. Trigger a reaction. There was a chemical reaction of the lime with the groundwater.
Thrive.
To grow vigorously, to make steady progress.
Examples:
thrive in a society. Thrive on pressure. Without investment, a business cannot thrive.
Circumstance.
The specific conditions or events that surround a particular situation or occurrence.
Examples:
Circumstance of birth. Circumstance of injury. She explained the circumstances surrounding the accident.
Gap.
A conspicuous disparity or difference separates something such as a figure, people, their opinions, situation, etc.
Examples:
The gap between ideal and reality. Distance gap. Many people are working together to close the gender gap.
Stint.
A period of time spent doing a particular job or activity, a set amount of work or activity.
Examples:
Stint of work. Prison stint. He took a short stint as a teacher before returning to law practice.
Startup.
A newly established company or business.
Examples:
Startup business. Early stage startup. Our company's services are targeted at startup executives.
Surreal.
Strange and unreal, having an oddly dreamlike quality.
Examples:
Surreal number. Surreal art. The dreamlike quality of the painting gave it a surreal feel.
Coverage.
The reporting or news of an important event, sports, subject, etc., the amount, range, area, or quality of something that something provides.
Examples:
Full coverage insurance. Contractual coverage. The scandal received widespread media coverage.
Embedded.
Fixed firmly into the surface of something.
Examples:
Embedded systems. LED embedded glass. The embedded chip in my credit card allows me to make contactless payments.
Troop.
A group of soldiers, especially a large one, a group of people, animals, or things considered as a unit.
Examples:
The members of a military troop. A troop of deer. The troop of soldiers marched through the city in a parade.
Precision.
The quality or condition of being exact and accurate.
Examples:
A precision instrument. Speak with precision. This operation requires both patience and precision.
Bomb.
A weapon that explodes and is used to kill or injure people or to cause damage to something.
Examples:
Atomic bombs. Disarm the bomb. The use of cluster bombs is strictly prohibited by international law. Greet. To say hello to someone, To express welcome on meeting someone.
Examples:
Greet a customer. Greet an idea. He greeted his friends with a warm smile and a hug.
Liberate.
To set free, to release or rescue from captivity or oppression.
Examples:
Liberate people from oppression. Liberate potential. The prisoners were liberated after the war ended.
Par.
A state of being equal to someone or something.
Examples:
Above par performance. Not up to par. Shares in the company finally fell below their par value.
Suppose.
To think that something is likely to be actual or possible.
Examples:
Suppose you're right. Suppose beforehand. What do you suppose the culprit's motive was?
Communicate.
To share or exchange information with others by speaking, writing, moving your body, or using other signals.
Examples:
Communicate his anxieties to the psychiatrist. Communicate well with my advisor. Dolphins use sound to communicate with each other.
Mess.
A state of confusion, dirtiness, or untidiness. Verb, to fail to do something or to make something dirty or untidy.
Examples:
Have a whole mess. Get into a mess. He made a frightful mess in his room.
Bush.
A plant growing thickly, with many small branches and several stiff stems coming up from the root.
Examples:
Trees and bushes. A bush of hair. I am going to trim this bush off.
Dislike.
To not like someone or something.
Examples:
Dislike speaking in public. Dislike this kind of food. He seems to dislike all forms of exercise.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Mouthpiece.
The part of a wind instrument that the player blows into, a device or object that is used for communication or expression.
Examples:
The mouthpiece of the government. The mouthpiece of a saxophone. He spoke into the mouthpiece of the microphone.
Bin.
A container, usually that has a lid and used for waste.
Examples:
A waste bin. Mail bin. You can open the overhead bin after landing.
Laden.
Heavily loaded or burdened.
Examples:
a laden ship, water-laden soil. The traffic-laden street was gridlocked during rush hour, with cars moving at a snail's pace.
Command:
Authority, control, or mastery over something, often referring to military or leadership contexts, a directive, order, or instruction, expertise or competence in a specific area. Verb, to give an authoritative order or instruction, or to be in charge or control of something.
Examples:
Command and control. Command a battery. The general gave a command to his troops to prepare for battle.
Complexity:
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Emerge:
To move out of or away from something and become visible.
Examples:
Emerge as a butterfly. Emerge from poverty. During colonial eras, new migratory patterns emerged.
Nightmare:
A very frightening or unpleasant dream.
Examples:
Have a nightmare. Nightmare situation. Life as a waiter was a big nightmare for him.
Gory:
Involving or characterized by bloodshed, violence, or gruesomeness, exceedingly bloody, horrifying, or graphic.
Examples:
Gory accident. Gory details. The horror movie was filled with gory scenes that shocked and disturbed the audience.
Uniform:
Always the same, showing a single form or character in all occurrences. Noun, the special set of clothes worn by members of a particular group as a means of identification.
Examples:
At a uniform temperature. Our school uniform. This country has a nationally uniform culture.
Strew:
To scatter or spread things over an area, to scatter something in an untidy way.
Examples:
Strew the room with balloons. Strew garbage. The wind strew the leaves all over the lawn.
Revolting:
Causing strong disgust or repugnance, obscene, offensive, or morally unappealing.
Examples:
Revolting sight. Revolting behavior. The sight and smell of the rotting garbage were revolting.
Absolutely:
Without restriction or limitation, completely or utterly.
Examples:
Absolutely against. Absolutely obsessed with the girl. I am absolutely opposed to his idea because of morality.
Stomach:
The internal organ in the body where food is digested, situated in the abdomen, the part of the body below the chest that contains the stomach.
Examples:
Upset stomach. Stomach virus. I have a stomach ache after overeating junk food.
Horrify.
To shock or disgust greatly.
Examples:
Horrify audience. Horrify victims. The series of terrorist attacks horrify the entire nation.
Gross.
Being the total amount of something before any deductions, obese and ugly or unpleasant.
Examples:
The gross amount. Gross injustice. The drastic reorganization has significantly increased this company's gross profits.
Probable.
Likely to happen or likely to be true.
Examples:
Probable outcome. Probable cause of a fire. It seems probable that he has forgotten our scheduled meeting.
Profound.
Extremely great, sensed or experienced very strongly, displaying a high level of knowledge or comprehension.
Examples:
A profound book. The profound depths of the sea. My mother's illness had a profound impact on us all.
Bother.
To disturb, annoy, or cause inconvenience or worry to someone, to take the trouble or effort to do something.
Examples:
Bother the neighbors. Bother with details. Please don't bother me while I'm trying to concentrate.
Overwhelm.
To defeat someone or something by using a great deal of force, to have a strong emotional effect on somebody.
Examples:
He was overwhelmed with gratitude. Overwhelm opponents by numbers. Too much variety may overwhelm and confuse viewers.
Incredibly.
In a way that is very difficult to believe, exceedingly or extremely.
Examples:
Incredibly cheerful character. Get incredibly insecure. Several cities are experiencing incredibly high unemployment rates.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Redefine.
To change the meaning or interpretation of something, to make people think about something in a new or different way.
Examples:
Redefine customer experience. Redefine our role. The video telephony application has redefined the way we work.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Motivation.
The reason or enthusiasm for acting or behaving in a particular way.
Examples:
Understand his motivation. Motivation for a change. A significant amount of motivation is required to be a teacher.
Critic.
Someone who expresses opinions about the quality of books, music, etc.
Examples:
Art critic. Severe critic. Advocates for legal reform hear less harsh words from their critics.
Savior.
A person who rescues a people from harm or danger. In Christianity, Jesus Christ, who is a teacher and prophet born in Bethlehem and active in Nazareth.
Examples:
Political savior. Pray to the Savior. The guru of that religion thought of himself as a savior.
Flip.
To turn over into a different position quickly, to throw or toss with a light motion.
Examples:
Flip over the pork chop. Flip a coin. He flipped when he heard that he had been accepted into the university.
Policy.
A set of rules, guidelines, principles, or procedures that govern decision-making or action, often used in the context of business or government, a course of action or plan of action adopted or followed by an organization or individual to achieve a goal or objective.
Examples:
Health policy. Foreign policy. The company's new policy on remote work has made it a more inclusive workplace.
Screening.
The process of evaluating or testing individuals or objects to determine their suitability or potential problems, a showing of a film or movie for a select group of viewers before its general release.
Examples:
Screening tool. Health screening. His company requires employees to undergo a screening process.
Crazy.
Stupid or not sensible, very angry.
Examples:
Crazy about cars and racing. A crazy scheme. The rain and thunder are crazy today.
Victim.
A person who has been harmed, injured, or otherwise negatively affected by a particular action, circumstance, or event.
Examples:
Victim support. Victim compensation. The victim of the crime deserves justice and support to recover from the trauma.
Bubble.
A thin, round, and often transparent mass of gas that is surrounded by a thin layer of liquid, a state of economic or social prosperity that is unsustainable and eventually collapses.
Examples:
bubble in the champagne glass. Economic bubble. Many people worry that the current real estate market is a bubble that could burst soon.
Philosophy.
The study of general and fundamental questions, such as those about existence, reason, knowledge, values, mind.
Examples:
philosophy of education. Western philosophy. Ethics is a branch of philosophy.
Depth.
The distance between the top and bottom of something, between the top surface and a distance below it.
Examples:
depth camera. The depth of the water. The pond's depth was around 5 feet.
Clip.
A small metal or plastic device used for holding an object or objects together or in place, a short part of electronic media, either an audio clip or video clip.
Examples:
tie clip. Short video clip. He fastened some sheets of paper with a clip.
Conflict.
A strong disagreement, argument, or a violent clash between two opposing groups or individuals.
Examples:
the conflict between good and evil. The long-standing conflict. He and I often had conflicts, not only in personality, but also in ideology.
Suicide.
The act of killing yourself intentionally.
Examples:
commit suicide. Suicide attack. In an economically prosperous country, most male suicide is due to child support problems.
Paradise.
A place or state of perfect happiness, a heaven on earth.
Examples:
Paradise Island. Paradise for criminals. Hawaii is often referred to as an everlasting summer paradise.
Injustice.
A violation of the rights of others or the laws of a society.
Examples:
gross injustice. Injustice system. The injustice of the court's decision angered many people and led to protests.
Sacrifice.
The act of killing an animal or person or surrendering a possession as an offering to a deity. Verb, to give up something important or valuable to help another person or get or do something that seems more important.
Examples:
small sacrifice for a great cause. Sacrifice anything to get ahead. You cannot accomplish great things without a sacrifice of your time or money.
Revenge.
The act of seeking or taking retribution for harm or injury, or the desire to do so.
Examples:
revenge attack. Seek revenge. After his family is killed, the main character sets out on a quest for revenge against the people responsible.
Occupy.
To consume all of someone's space, attention, or time.
Examples:
Occupy his time. Occupy a position. The young prince will soon occupy the throne.
Martyr.
A person who suffers very much or is killed for the sake of their religious or political beliefs.
Examples:
X-ray martyrs. A Christian martyr. He died a martyr to science.
Forbid.
To order somebody not to do something, especially officially, to keep something from happening or arising.
Examples:
Forbid smoking in public areas. Forbid the use of chemical weapons. God forbid you should regret your marriage.
Forgiveness.
The act of stopping feeling angry or resentful towards someone for a mistake or offense with compassion.
Examples:
Forgiveness of liabilities. Beg for forgiveness. He gained debt forgiveness.
Hell.
The place thought to be where bad people go and are punished after death, often depicted as being located beneath the earth, an extraordinarily unpleasant or difficult place.
Examples:
Run like hell. Hell broke loose. The battlefield became hell on earth.
Bitterness.
A strong and persistent feeling of resentment, hostility, or anger, a state of being bitter or having a sour taste, the quality or taste of something sharp or unpleasant.
Examples:
Lingering bitterness. Underlying bitterness. The bitterness they felt towards each other prevented any chance of reconciliation.
Alternative.
One of two or more available possibilities or choice.
Examples:
An alternative plan. There is no other alternative. Doctors are gradually coming around to the idea of using alternative medicines.
Bitter.
Having a sharp, unpleasant taste, characterized by strong feelings of resentment, disappointment, or cynicism.
Examples:
Feel bitter. Bitter disappointment. The bitter taste of the medicine made it difficult to swallow.
Destroy.
To ruin or damage severely or completely, to eradicate or eliminate completely.
Examples:
Destroy the ecosystem. Destroyed evidence. The building was destroyed in the fire and had to be rebuilt.
Alibi.
A claim or piece of evidence that shows an individual was elsewhere at the time a crime or offense was committed and thus could not have been involved.
Examples:
Airtight alibi. Provide an alibi. The suspect claimed to have an alibi at the time of the crime, but the evidence proved otherwise.
Moral.
Concerned with the principles of what is right and wrong, fairness, honesty, etc.
Examples:
Moral hazard, moral burden. Ethics deals with moral conduct.
Violent.
Involving or caused by physical force or aggression against someone or something.
Examples:
Victim of a violent crime. Violent incident. The protesters became violent when the police tried to disperse them.
Encounter.
To face something, particularly something unpleasant or difficult, while attempting to do something else, to meet, especially unexpectedly.
Examples:
Encounter a crisis. Encounter a storm. I'm prepared to encounter challenges throughout this adventure.
Ambulance.
A vehicle specifically designed and equipped to transport sick or injured people to and from hospitals and other medical facilities.
Examples:
Dispatch an ambulance. Ambulance service. The ambulance crew quickly stabilized the patient before transporting them to the hospital.
Siren.
A device that emits a loud, piercing sound, typically used as a warning or to get attention. Historically, a creature in Greek mythology whose enchanting voice would lure sailors toward danger.
Examples:
Fire truck siren. Police siren. I heard the siren of an ambulance and moved my car to the side of the road.
Casualty.
A person who has been killed or injured in a war, accident, or other disasters, a victim.
Examples:
Civilian casualty. Military casualty. Unfortunately, the driver was the only casualty in the car accident.
Off-screen.
Not appearing or happening on the screen in a film, play, or television program, pertaining to events or actions that occur outside of the viewer's or audience's direct view.
Examples:
Off-screen presence. Off-screen action. The off-screen chemistry between the two actors added depth to their on-screen romance.
Megaphone.
A large, cone-shaped device used to amplify sound, often used by speakers or performers to address large audiences or crowds.
Examples:
Megaphone announcement. Megaphone protest. The coach used a megaphone to communicate with his team during the game.
Territory.
An area under the control of a ruler or state.
Examples:
Acquire territory. Territory in charge. They incorporated the conquered territory into their nation.
Pass.
No longer fashionable or current, outdated, considered to be old-fashioned or out of date.
Examples:
Passé entertainment. Passé trend. Bell-bottom jeans, once considered passé fashion, have made a surprising comeback in recent years.
Headmaster.
The chief administrator or principal of a school or educational institution, typically in charge of its daily operation and management.
Examples:
Headmaster position. Former headmaster. The school's headmaster announced the cancellation of classes due to inclement weather.
Assistant.
Someone who helps or supports someone else to do a job.
Examples:
An unwilling assistant. Assistant professor. An executive assistant director administers each branch.
Logical.
Characterized by clear and sound reasoning, following a rational and systematic approach, based on or in accordance with logic or reason.
Examples:
Logical conclusion. Logical reasoning. The mathematical equation had a logical solution that was easy to follow.
Suffer.
To experience pain, distress, or hardship, to undergo or endure something painful or unpleasant.
Examples:
Suffer a setback. Suffer bad grades. The older man suffers from arthritis and finds it difficult to move around.
Touched.
Affected emotionally or mentally, moved, showing a slight change or alteration.
Examples:
Touched-hearted audience. Emotionally touched by the speech. He gave a touched smile as he read the heartfelt message in the card from his daughter.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Reconciliation.
The restoration of cordial or friendly relations, getting two things to correspond.
Examples:
National reconciliation. Reconciliation of financial accounts. They had a complete reconciliation a few days after their argument.
Precious.
Uncommon and extremely valuable.
Examples:
Price of precious metals. Precious information. We cannot afford to squander precious time.
Revolution.
A large-scale attempt to overthrow the government of a country, often using violence or war.
Examples:
Beginning of the Industrial Revolution. A political revolution. The revolution by the citizen resulted in a redistribution of wealth.
Damn.
To express disapproval of or disappointment in something or someone. To condemn or to curse, a swear word, an expression of anger.
Examples:
Damn the consequences. Damn with faint praise. The company's poor financial performance is likely to damn the CEO's chances of being re-elected to the board.
Apartheid.
A system of racial segregation and discrimination that was enforced in South Africa from 1948 to 1994. Any similar system of discrimination or segregation based on race, ethnicity, or other factors.
Examples:
Apartheid system. Apartheid policies. The South African government enforced apartheid laws that segregated people based on race.
Narrator.
A person who tells a story, especially in a book or film.
Examples:
First-person narrator. The narrator of the TV program. The narrator makes use of the local dialect.
Struggle.
To make a great effort to do something when it is difficult, or there are a lot of problems, to use force or violence to break away from restraint or constriction.
Examples:
Struggle against discrimination. Struggle to get the job. He could not struggle against temptation.
Scream.
To give a loud, high shout suddenly, especially because of fear, anger, excitement, etc., to utter or declare in a very loud voice.
Examples:
Scream a profanity. Scream at him to be quiet. She kept screaming for an ambulance.
Union.
A group of employees who have banded together to advocate for their rights and better their working conditions. The act or the state of joining together or being joined together.
Examples:
Bank and credit unions. A craft union. The trade union remained adamant about its demands.
Singe.
To burn something slightly or superficially, usually by mistake.
Examples:
Singe off the hair over the flames. Singe the edges of a fabric. I didn't realize the iron was still hot and singed my dress.
Transformation.
A complete change in form, nature, or appearance of someone or something.
Examples:
The transformation of a tadpole into a frog. Cast a transformation spell. Understanding unitary transformations of a normal matrix require considerable mathematical sophistication.
Movement.
A group of people working together to achieve a shared goal, especially a political, social, or artistic one, the process of moving or being moved, physically or figuratively.
Examples:
A circular movement. Movement of troops. The movement of the dancers on stage was graceful and elegant.
Right.
A person who makes or repairs something, especially a craftsman or artisan who works with wood or metal.
Examples:
A car right. Aircraft right. She was a skilled right, able to craft intricate pieces of furniture.
Appreciation.
The act of recognizing and valuing the worth or importance of something or someone, gratitude or thankfulness, an increase in value over time.
Examples:
Express my appreciation. Appreciation for diversity. The artist received a lot of appreciation for his latest work.
Humanity.
All people living on the earth, the quality or state of being human rather than an animal, a machine, etc.
Examples:
Humanity at large. Mass of humanity. They donated large sums of money for the development of humanity.
Independence.
Freedom from another's or others' control or influence.
Examples:
Financial independence. Independence ceremony. There is nothing more valuable than independence and freedom.
Filmmaker.
A person who makes films, typically as a profession.
Examples:
Nonfiction filmmaker. A successful filmmaker. The renowned filmmaker won several awards for his latest film.
Organization.
A group of people who work together for a shared purpose.
Examples:
Organization chart. Agricultural organization. She is the president of a large international organization.
Witness.
A person who sees something happen, especially a crime or an accident.
Examples:
Witness of the car accident. A material witness. The manufacturing industry is witnessing fierce competition.
Vision.
The ability to think about or see the future with imagination and intelligence, the faculty of being able to see.
Examples:
A prodigious vision. Telescopic vision. Driving is difficult for me because of my poor vision.
Congress.
A formal meeting of the representatives of different countries, constituent states, organizations, trade unions, political parties, or other groups.
Examples:
An international congress. Peace Congress. Congress must consider this proposal in an unusual situation.
Peaceful.
Not involving violence, conflict, or war.
Examples:
Peaceful country. Peaceful coexistence. Plutonium has limited peaceful applications.
Platform.
The raised flat space close to the track at a train station where passengers get on or off the train. Technology, a computational or digital environment in which a piece of software is executed.
Examples:
An arrival platform. A digital platform for enterprise. The speaker mounted the platform and started to speak. Democracy. A form of government in which the people have the authority to deliberate and decide legislation, or to choose governing officials to do so. Examples: democracy advocate. Principles of democracy. Democracy often entails inclusive capitalism as well. Momentum. The force or power that is gained by a moving object, a strength or impetus gained through a process of development or activity. Examples: angular momentum. Momentum toward democracy. The team gained momentum after scoring their first goal. Involve. To include or affect someone or something as a necessary part of something else. Examples: involve a lot of paperwork. Involve a high degree of risk. The investigation involves several government agencies and is expected to take several months. Highlight. To make something prominent, mainly so that people give it more attention. Examples: highlight a string in red. Highlight an important difference. The introduction highlighted the speaker's distinguished career as a consultant. Defy. To challenge or dare someone to do something, to resist or disobey a rule, decision, etc. Examples: defy gravity. Defy authority. She tried to defy her parents by moving to the city against their wishes. Stereotype. A fixed and unvarying idea or image that people have about what someone or something is like, but which is often not true in reality and may cause hurt and offense. Examples: avoid stereotype. Negative stereotypes. Changing stereotypes about LGBTQ requires considerable effort. Documentary. A film or a radio or television program that gives facts and information about a subject, of or derived from official documents. Examples: a documentary film. Documentary proof. He won an award for that short documentary. Bond. A close emotional connection between two or more people, a certificate of debt that a government or corporation issues to raise money. Examples: bond as a family. Global bond market. They had formed a friendship bond. Pyramid. A polyhedron having a polygonal base and triangular sides with a common vertex, a massive monument with a square base and 4 triangular sides, Begun by Cheops around 2700 BC as royal tombs in ancient Egypt.
Examples:
Pyramid architecture. A truncated pyramid. The Egyptian pyramids consist of a vast number of blocks.
Endless.
Having no end or conclusion, infinitely very large in size or amount.
Examples:
Endless possibilities. Endless hours. He looked out the window at the endless stream of people.
Mutual.
Common to or shared by two or more parties.
Examples:
Share of a mutual fund. Mutual efforts. They cooperated for their mutual benefit.
Crossing.
The act of going from one side to the other, a place where roads, railway tracks, or rivers intersect.
Examples:
Crossing bridge. A crossing keeper. The busy road was closed for a few hours for a railway crossing.
Locate.
To specify or determine the exact position of someone or something.
Examples:
Locate a missing pet. Locate a tumor. The robot can accurately locate construction material.
Partnership.
The state of a cooperative relationship between people or groups, especially in business.
Examples:
Partnership across the Atlantic. Establish a partnership. The military partnership between the two countries created tension in the international community.
Introduction.
A preliminary explanation or remarks given before the start of a text, performance, or event, the act of bringing something new into existence or introducing something to a wider audience or new market.
Examples:
Introduction education. Self-introduction. The introduction to the new class was informative and engaging.
Alto.
The second highest vocal range in choral music, typically sung by the second highest singers in a choir, a type of saxophone.
Examples:
Alto saxophone. An alto solo. The alto singer had a unique and powerful voice.
Invite.
To ask someone to come or join, to offer an opportunity or possibility for something to happen or take place.
Examples:
Invite guests. Invite criticism. We want to invite you to our annual charity event.
Brainstorming.
A group activity or business method in which a group of people meet and think about something at the same time to solve a problem or to create good ideas.
Examples:
Brainstorming session. Do a brainstorming about a new product. Many companies employ brainstorming as a good way of generating innovative ideas.
Echo.
A sound heard after being reflected off a surface, such as a wall or a cliff.
Examples:
The echo of a person's footsteps. Sound echo. A thunderous boom echoed throughout the valley.
Continent.
One of the Earth's large landmasses. Adjective, abstaining from your feelings, especially your desire to have sex.
Examples:
The inland of a continent. Continent urinary diversion. Flight across the continent was a daring adventure in its day.
Stick.
To put something, usually a sharp object, into something, noun, a thin piece of wood or other material.
Examples:
Stick a key in a lock. Fire stick. You stick a bill in the change machine, and the coins pop out.
Landmass.
A large area of land, especially one that is distinct from surrounding areas by its topography, geology, or biota.
Examples:
Large landmass. Continental landmass. Australia is the world's smallest continent by landmass.
Intangible.
Not having physical form or substance, difficult to touch or grasp.
Examples:
Intangible asset. Intangible property rights. The intangible qualities of love and kindness are immeasurable.
Touching.
Evoking an emotional response, causing feelings of sympathy, tenderness, or compassion, having a poignant or emotional impact.
Examples:
Touching appeal. Touching moment. The movie's touching storyline left the audience in tears.
Tangible.
Real and concrete, able to be perceived, especially able to be touched, of business assets, having physical substance and intrinsic monetary value.
Examples:
Tangible assets. Produce tangible results. A problem that has been pointed out for years finally becomes tangible.
Immediate.
Happening or done without delay or occurring shortly after something else.
Examples:
Take immediate effect. The immediate past. Both forts were subject to immediate attacks.
Gentle.
Having or showing a kindly or tender nature, soft and mild.
Examples:
In a gentle voice. Gentle downward slope. Her gentle manner relaxed everyone there.